Hey guys, it's Angie. Today I'm going to be doing a video on being an introvert and how I've lived my life so far as an introvert. I think this is an important topic because a lot of people don't really understand introverts, or, especially in society, extroverts tend to be more favored. Introverts are looked on as negative kind of things, but I want to stand up for the introverts out there because I myself am a very extreme introvert. And yeah, let's start by defining what an introvert is. And when I was looking up the definitions of this on Google, I found that Google kind of was mean to introverts. They say that we were shy, reticent, and self-centered, which is sad because shy is not necessarily anything, it doesn't have anything to do with being an introvert. And I think that's kind of unfair to introverts. A lot of times, a lot of societies don't value introverts as much as they do extroverts. Especially America, I think they're more extroverted. Well, for sure they're more extroverted. But introverts are just as important. That's the point of this video. I want to give introverts a bit of love. Seeing as I am one, I'm not trying to give myself love. I'm just trying to give love to everyone out there because I think both extroverts and introverts are incredibly important, and we need both of them in society. But I think introverts are often overlooked and left out. So let's start by defining an introvert. An introvert is somebody who looks inward. Their energy is often drained by other people, so they have to have alone time to kind of recharge their battery. They are inwardly motivated, and they are kind of the deep thinkers. They always weigh out the situations, the pros and the cons. They're often seen as cautious. Now, I'm not saying that introverts don't have good social skills. Introverts often do. They're just drained whenever they have to use them. Because introverts are thinkers, when they're in social situations, they want to think about what they're going to say first. I know from my personal experience, when I'm out talking to people, I often kind of pause a lot. I say, and that's because I'm trying to think of something that's important to say. It's not because I'm awkward. It's because my brain doesn't work as fast as maybe someone else's. In social situations, introverts can definitely thrive, but they are definitely de-energized by being in social situations. So they need time alone to kind of recharge their batteries. And this is definitely something that I can identify with. When I go to makeup shows and any kind of social events, I am good for a couple minutes or a couple hours, but I need time to just step away, recharge, rethink, and reevaluate where I am, and then I can go back. I need time away from everybody, from the hubbub, to think and to recharge my battery, so to speak. Now, some famous introverts, I'm going to tell you right now: J.K. Rowling, Bill Gates, Abraham Lincoln, Albert Einstein, Emma Watson. Hermione's an introvert. Rosa Parks, Audrey Hepburn, Christina Aguilera. All these people are introverted people. And I'm saying this because it's important to notice and to value introverted people because we do have something to give to society. So extroverts are the exact opposite of an introvert. An extrovert is going to thrive on being out. They're going to be external. They're going to be talking to everyone. They would much rather talk to someone than sit alone and think, like their counterpart, the introvert. So usually extroverts are the loudest, the most outgoing, the ones that are, social butterflies to speak of. Now, as an introvert, I've had to be extroverted in some situations, and there's nothing wrong with that. There are definitely people who have a mix of both kind of personality traits. So an introvert, extrovert, kind of ambivert, I think that's the term for it. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with being an extrovert. There's nothing wrong with being an introvert. They are both needed in society, is my main point. As I did mention earlier, I have always kind of identified as an introvert. I really started to be introverted in probably second grade. I felt like I started to change a little bit. I noticed I was different than other kids, and other kids were making fun of me, of course. Every kid gets made fun of, let's just be honest, but I really kind of took that internally, and I just went inside myself. So I drew a lot. I was a quiet kid. I was good in school. I did all my homework. I was very good at following rules and things of that nature. But I did spend a lot of time alone. I watched TV a lot, which is probably not the best thing. But I drew a lot. I read a lot. And I think it made me probably, even more introverted. But I do cherish that time that I got to spend kind of in my own head. and even throughout like middle school and high school, I was still pretty introverted. I tried to be invisible. That was my whole thing. That was my whole goal of life, was to be invisible. And I don't necessarily know why, but it just, in my head, it felt like it made sense to be invisible so nobody would pick on me. But as I went to college and, you know, into my early 20s, I started to blossom a little more. I definitely was able to go out in public more and to be myself. You know, I felt really alive, and I felt like, you know, I'm still introverted, but I'm still enjoying the world, which I think is ideal for most people. So when I found YouTube, I was very excited because this is an introvert's world. Like, a lot of people say, how can YouTubers be introverts? But if you think about it, a lot of YouTubers are introverts. They're sitting in their room with a camera, alone, talking to the camera. You know, this is the perfect way that you can think things through, get it out there on the internet, and you can edit all the little bad pieces out. So a lot of YouTubers are introverts, just saying. And, you know, when I filmed makeup, I never ever thought I'd be making videos. I never ever thought. But my passion for makeup and putting it up on YouTube and having this platform to present my work has been phenomenal for me. It's changed my life, honestly. And that's why it's so important for me to always, you know, thank you guys for helping me become, you know, a makeup artist, because I don't know if I necessarily would be. And, you know, being an artist my whole life, I've always wanted, you know, to have a platform for my work and to put it out there. I've never known how to do it, and YouTube has helped me, and YouTube has been probably one of the best things that has happened to me in my life. So again, the point of this video was to give some love to the introverts out there, as well as to give some maybe insight into being an introvert. So you extroverts out there, you can understand where we're coming from. You know, we love you, and you should love us, and we should just be a big happy ball of whatever. I did want to mention a book that pretty much changed my life and helped me understand myself a lot better, especially being an introvert. It's by Cain, and it's called Quiet: The Power of Being an Introvert in a World That Can't Stop Talking, which is a long title, I know. But you would never think an introvert would title something so long. But she is an introvert. She was a lawyer, and she kind of speaks to, you know, all these different situations that happened to her. She has case studies of other clients, and she has all these different kind of famous people scattered along the pages that you can see where they're coming from, see their kind of introvert stories and all that stuff. So I think it's a really great book, and I actually have a coupon code, or if you click audible.com/Goldie, you're gonna get a free download. You can download this book. I highly suggest it. Audiobooks are fantastic, especially if you don't have a lot of time. I know I like to clean and listen to audiobooks because that's like my time to just chill, and I love to clean. It's really strange, but yeah, you can listen to your audiobooks while you clean, or you take a shower, or you drive down the road, drive to work, whatever. So I'm gonna have a link right here, and thanks very much to audible.com for helping sponsor this video. They're awesome to help sponsor my channel. I really appreciate it. So check it out below. Otherwise, guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, well, I'm sorry. I tried my best. I hope you did enjoy this video. It was a bit more personal for me, and it's hard for me to be a little bit more personal, but I hope somebody found something helpful. Hopefully. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Make sure you join me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all that stuff. So we're gonna have some videos coming up soon, and I can't wait. So take care, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.